Friends, this video I'm recording on the topic private schools versus public schools in US. And last time when I interact with one of my ex-colleagues, Indian Americans, she shared her experiences in the private schools, right? And one of the American ex-colleagues shared about her experiences in public school. And while the conversation or email information exchange is going on, person typed, here is the message. Here is the news of the day regarding school. Early dismissal due to a phone in threat of an attack at the school. Her husband is gone to get the kids. So this is the problem in US education system. Schools get the threats, phone threats, or some say bomb threats or gun threats like that. So during that time, the schools in those counties they close. It depends on the subject to correction and the decisions taken by the district superintendent of the schools. And then yeah, abruptly the schools ends and parents have to pick their kids. And in Maryland, while I was working, and in 2018, I got a call from school. My family is living in upstate New York, and then it's 80 miles from Niagara Falls. It's called upstate New York, and then um, my wife doesn't have a car. I mean, we don't have a second car. We cannot afford it at that time, and then I don't know how to manage. And I told them school the message I don't have second car and I'm in the other state. Then they said, we don't know. You have to come and pick up. Then because school cannot arrange the bus for one kid, right? He was not value. He fell down or sick, whatever. Something happened. And then fortunately, someone Italian Americans living in our subdivision, yeah, he gave a ride, and he came from the work and he picked my wife and took her to the school and all like that. So my experience, or one of the friends told me in Maryland at that time where I was living in his house, because I didn't have salaries during that time. And he said it is recommended to have your job and family in the same county, so that whenever school calls, emergency call, you have to go. So that is there in American education system. And drugs and guns, gun culture is there in recently also in Michigan. You heard of that incident, right? So this is very common. And yesterday, or maybe last week, I've seen somebody sent a screenshot of Indian Telugu television channel that always shows any gun issues in America as a big news in India, because most of the Indians, one in one family is living in America, right? That's what they want, TRP ratings. And when I searched in Google, the YouTube, I mean, then I got the news from New York and US news channels, and there is no clear evidence or concrete information, but still the Indians from India and there started making videos on it. Uh, about that subway incident, right? So that's how, and these things are common in US, the gun culture and drugs and guns in school. You got to be prepared for it, and this video will be very useful for people who are watching, Indians especially from US, whose children are yet to admit into the schools. You got to be prepared for it. There is no second thoughts on it. And yeah, even the American kids, immigrant parents also worried about these things. These are the issues I want to cover in this video. Thank you.